Hey everybody, this is Tony from Fangirl Nation, and I have discovered another wonderful company to keep track of, especially if you want to support women creators and just new independent artists in general. So let me go ahead and hand the mic over to Maytal so she can introduce herself and the company itself.
Hi, I'm Maytal Gilboa. My company is called Emmett Comics. We started it 10 months ago. I have a film and television background. I was working with a lot of filmmakers and screenwriters who are women, and we were finding it very difficult to get our stories out into the world. And so we decided to just do things on our own terms. And we founded this company in January of 2015. We have a line of comic books and graphic novels that we're currently producing. All of the stories feature female heroines, diverse characters from all over the world. This is our first line of comics. Romeo and Juliet and Guns was created by Emily Dell, who's a filmmaker. The Wendy Project was created by a playwright and screenwriter named Melissa Jane Osborne. And Zana, which is behind me in the middle, was created by Jean Barker, who is a South African filmmaker. And we're very excited about these three properties. We have a host of other properties that we're going to be rolling out over the next couple of months, and we hope that people enjoy them.
Excellent. So let's go ahead and introduce a little bit more behind each of the comics. So we have here Helena Rose. So can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, Helena Rose is a charming story about a girl who lives on an alien planet of botanists. Instead of hearts, they have rose hearts. Helena was born with a rare disease, so the petals on her heart are falling faster than everyone else on her planet. And she discovers that her uncle, who had the same disease, had built these spaceships, and he had built one and left it for her. And so she has to go find it and venture off into space to try and find a cure for herself.
That's such an interesting premise. Where did the creator get the inspiration from? So intense.
You're gonna
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Mixed in with a whole bunch of other stuff.
You know, Aaron has this amazing sensibility that's dark but also really elegant at the same time.
Really beautiful and sad concept.
Yeah, it is. And I know that she drew some inspiration from The Prince. That's one of her favorite books, and Alice in Wonderland. And we hope that people love it for how unique it is.
And then the next one is the Wendy Project.
The Wendy Project is actually a 16-year-old girl's journal. She gets into a car accident with her two brothers, Peter and Michael. Michael is 10 years old and can't swim, so everyone thinks he's dead. But she saw Peter Pan taking him up into the sky, and so now she has to try and find Peter in Neverland so that she can get Michael back.
Zana, which is a really cool sounding title.
Zana is kind of based on Jean's experiences growing up in apartheid South Africa. She wanted to tell a story about racial discrimination and apartheid, and so she set it in the future. And these two female characters, Zana and Wabisa, have to go on an adventure to try and save their people.
And that's really interesting. You don't really see much work about that in general, so this is actually really amazing. And I think somebody here was just dressed up like Zana, so that was actually really pretty.
That was me.
That was you? Oh.
I was dressed up as Zana yesterday.
It was amazing. I was like, oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah.
And then Romeo and Juliet and Guns.
Well, need I say more?
I know, right?
It's the yeah, it's about, two assassins who come from warring assassin families who get double booked on a job. They get trapped underground for 36 hours, and you know what happens next.
Yep. Love it. Assassins and Romeo and Juliet. Who would have thunk it? Have the Joan of Light and Dark.
This is a really special project because it's actually based on historical events. A lot of people don't know that Joan of Arc, one of her captains in the military, was a guy named Gilles de Rais, who was also the most notorious serial killer of the time. So this is a fictional story about their relationship, how they got to know each other, and how she was doing the work of God as he, fighting alongside her, was doing the work of the devil.
And then, so I'm just kind of curious, how did you come about compiling this great, wonderful works of arts and artists and creators? How did it all get started?
I'm very lucky that I live in LA and that I worked in film and TV for 8 years, and I met so many talented people. There is such an abundance of talent in the city where I'm from that it was really easy. I just had to reach out to the people I know and the people who I know in the industry, and I started telling people what I was doing, and within a matter of 2 months we were in business.
Cool. And then since it's only been around for 10 months, how has been the response been? since then?
So, yesterday and today were the first days these went on sale. I literally got them in the mail, shipped from Korea last Wednesday.
Wow, okay.
So you're catching me right at the beginning.
All right.
We have a great new website, emmetcomics.com, and we're going to start rolling these out. They'll be available in print and digitally on our website every 2 weeks. We also have a line of amazing merch that we're going to be rolling out. Really fun T-shirts and stickers and tote bags, and so that if people love our concepts, they can support us and just get to enjoy our characters in many different ways.
And what is your kind of future perspective for the company? Like, what are you hoping to go for?
I hope I can just keep doing this for the next 40 years. I hope that this becomes a platform for discovering the great female voices of our generation. I hope we're able to build a fan base of young girls who are empowered and confident and who believe that they can be the next generation of creators. I hope we have alliances with Girl Scouts of America and all sorts of other organizations so that we can just build a really cool community that's not just about princesses, but it's about women being creative and creating and supporting each other.
And you hosted a really great panel this morning, diversity and empowering women in general. It was very amazing, and it had a great panelist.
Thank
all the
you.
authors, including Paige, over there.
Thank you.
Just kind of in a nutshell, what was like the overall message you hope to convey with that panel?
That things are changing. That people are more and more interested in different types of stories. I think it's happening because of the long tail and because it's become easier and easier to reach your audience, and also because of digital media and how many new platforms there are for storytellers. Netflix, a lot of these new platforms are giving voice to a lot of stories that didn't have a voice before. And I think that there is a real movement starting, and hopefully we can be a part of that movement.
Excellent. So this is just your first convention. Do you guys are planning on any conventions in the future that people can follow you along with?
Yeah, I mean, if you're LA based, you can come to our party this Wednesday at Meltdown Comics, 7 p.m. at Meltdown. If you're in San Francisco, we'll be at APE. October 3rd and 4th. We'll also be at Kamikaze Halloween weekend. Hopefully we'll all be dressed up as our characters.
Nice.
And then the plan is to be at a lot more conventions in 2016.
And I know you mentioned it, but are there any more social media contacts you would like people to know about other than the website?
Yeah, we have a Twitter, Emmett Comics. We tweet constantly. We have an Instagram that's fun. We have a Facebook page where we alert people of all of the events that we're having. So there's many ways to keep up with what we're doing.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and I'm glad that I got you guys at the beginning, and hopefully I get to see a wonderful growth from you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank
no
you
problem.
so much.
Thank you.